following is a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, the home for great games.
The stakes are higher now, the pressure is greater, and only 8 teams remain in the hunt for the Pantheon Bowl. From the St. Louis Battlehawks to the Denver Gold, to the DC Defenders, Birmingham Americans, Chicago Fire, New Jersey Hitmen, San Diego Fleet, and Arizona Wranglers. Royal Retros has the classic replica jerseys that let you represent your team all postseason long. Authentic designs, timeless style, built for the fans who live every snap, every tackle, and every unforgettable playoff moment. Who will advance? Who will keep their championship dreams alive? Whatever happens this weekend, wear the legacy. Order your favorite team's replica jersey today from Royal Retros and get ready for the WFL Divisional Round playoffs this weekend on the Replay Sports Channel. Royal Retros, classic football style, never goes out of fashion. Tonight, we head west to Victory Park in San Diego, where the top-seeded Fleet hosts the 6th-seeded Denver Gold. San Diego swept both regular season meetings, winning 36-3 in Week 6 and 44-34 in Week 11, but Denver arrives with confidence after shocking Las Vegas last weekend. Can Derrick Henry pull off another upset, or will Josh Allen and the Fleet finally end their divisional round frustrations? We'll find out who plays Birmingham next week for the National Conference Championship. The divisional playoffs continue next, only on the Replay Sports Channel. Enjoy the game, everyone. It's a warm, clear, early January evening here in San Diego at Victory Park. 75 degrees, no wind, no precipitation to think of, as the Denver Gold and the San Diego Fleet prepare to take on one another. As we take a look at the team comparisons, San Diego first in the league in points scored. They come in with a record 10-4. They won the West Division on the last day of the regular season. This will be the third meeting between the Gold and the Fleet. San Diego won both meetings in the regular season. Denver, fresh off the upset of Las Vegas last weekend in Las Vegas, coming into San Diego tonight, hoping to pull off another upset and go into the conference championship at Birmingham. So glad you could join us here on the Replay Sports Channel. Glenn Walker bringing you the game from the Replay Sports Channel studios. Final game of Divisional Round playoffs. One spot open to go to the conference championship. Denver has won the toss. They have elected to receive. DJ Dallas back to return for Denver. And Nick Folk preparing to kick this one away. And the final spot in Conference Championship weekend next Sunday is underway. As the kickoff sails through the end zone for a touchback, let's take a moment to take a look at the Denver offense. Geno Smith will get the start at quarterback. Derrick Henry, we'll talk a lot about him tonight, and his role in this team will be at running back. The wide receivers, Mike Evans, Cedric Tillman, and Michael Pittman Jr. Brock Bowers, the rookie, at tight end. Cam Jurgens will get the start at center. Jordan Morgan, Nick Allegretti are the guards. Slater and Tunzel are the tackles. Denver in their away uniforms, black helmets, black numerals, white jerseys, white pants with the gold trim. They're going to be moving left to right across your screen. 1st and 10 starting from their own 25. Smith operating from the gun. 3 wide receivers set. Henry the lone running back. Smith to pass on 1st down. Connects with Bowers near the 35. And he's tackled down by the shoulder pads at the Denver 39. 1st and 10, Denver. Let's take a look at the San Diego defense. Zach Allen and Derek Barnett are the defensive ends. Chris Jones lines up at nose tackle. Henry Tuatua is the left outside linebacker. Nick Bonito is the right outside linebacker. Levante David is the middle linebacker. DJ Reed, Marlon Humphrey are the cornerbacks. Nick Scott, Marcus Williams are the safeties. Keshawn Nixon is the nickelback. 1st and 10. Ball is marked at the Denver 39. Smith calling out the signals. Back to pass on 1st down. And the ball is intercepted. Marlon Humphrey jumps the route and he's off to go. 40, 30. No one's going to touch him into the end zone. Touchdown. And Humphrey gets another pick 6 off Geno Smith, just like he did in their last meeting, last part of the season. Humphrey with a 50-yard interception return, and San Diego is on the board here early, not even a minute into this ball game. Falk on to kick the extra point. And it's up and good. So with just 14:04 left, San Diego already on the board. They lead it 7-0. So on the game's second play, Marlon Humphrey jumps a pass route, intercepts the pass from Geno Smith, and races 50 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's a near repeat of what happened back in their last meeting, back in week 11 in Denver. In that game, Smith threw 3 interceptions. One that happened just before halftime in that game. Humphrey jumped a route that turned the score from a possible 24-20 game to a 31-13, 14-point swing. Humphrey on that day had a 17-yard pick 6 with just 45 seconds left in quarter number 2. As Dallas with a return that he goes out of bounds at the Denver 22. So second possession for Denver, San Diego's offense, and Josh Allen has yet to touch the football. Smith back into the shotgun position. They'll go 2 tight end formation this time. Bowers and Fan are the tight ends. Connects near side with Pittman, who's pushed out of bounds. after a pickup of 6. They'll mark the ball at the Denver 28. 3 passes so far, no running plays for Denver. They go back into a 3 wide receiver set. Evans and Pittman lined up on the left, Tillman lined up to the right. Handoff to Henry, first carry of the day, and he is met and tackled by Barnett at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it'll bring up 3rd and 4. Smith back into the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set. Back to pass. Smith, pocket collapsing in trouble. She gets away from one man to the 30, 35, finally slides down at the 40, and Smith picks up the first down, a gain of 12. Tua had him for a moment and then lost his grip. So Denver picks up the first down. Ball will be placed at the Denver 40. Just underway here from San Diego. The winner will play Birmingham next week in the conference championship. Smith back to pass over the middle for Pittman. He's drilled by Reed and he can't hang on. Incomplete. Second and 10. Smith in trouble, forced to scramble. He's to the 40, the 50, into San Diego territory. 30, finally brought down at the San Diego 21. A 39-yard gain by Geno Smith. And he's picked up 51 yards on 2 must-run situations. And Denver on the edge of the red zone here. Smith back to pass, blitz up the middle, and David sacks him back at the San Diego 28. A loss of 7. Second and 17. Smith back to pass, over the middle to Tillman near the 15. Tackled immediately, a pickup of 10 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Three wide receiver set. Evans and Pittman on the left, Tillman on the right. Delay draw to Henry, left side of the line, gets to the 15 before being tackled by Scott. So not close enough for the first down. And we'll see what head coach Kevin Stefanski decides here. He will bring in the kicker, Chase McLaughlin. 31 of 33 on field goals this season. This one looks to be about from 32 yards out. Snap, kick on its way, and it's good. So with 8:43 left to go in the first quarter, Denver scores its first points after a 9-play, 63-yard drive. McLaughlin's 33-yard field goal makes it a 7-3 ball game. McLaughlin puts the ball on the tee. Keyshawn Nixon will be the deep return man for the Fleet. He averages 35.3 yards a return. And this one will not be returned. Deep into the end zone for a touchback. And San Diego will start from their own 25. And we finally get a look at the San Diego offense. Josh Allen at quarterback. Najee Harris and Hunter Lipke are the running backs. T. Higgins and Tyreek Hill are at wide receiver. Higgins getting the start because DK Metcalf is injured. TJ Hawkinson at tight end. Bo Limmer is the center. Kieran Amajadi and Quinn Miners are the guards. Matt Gonclaves and Ronnie Stanley are the tackles. San Diego wearing their home blue uniforms, blue helmets, blue jerseys, blue pants, white numerals, gold trim. Moving right to left across your screen. Operating out of the 21 personnel, 2 running backs, 1 tight end. Now they switch. Allen lines up in the pistol. Back to pass. In trouble, penalty flag. And Allen is sacked. And we have our first flag of the evening. Sean Smith is our referee as an illegal motion called on the receiver Tyreek Hill. That'll back up San Diego 5 yards. And it'll bring up 2nd and 13. I'm sorry, they took the sack. They didn't take the penalty. So the result of the play was -3. It'll bring up 2nd and 13. Take a look at that Denver defense. Joseph Day and Solomon are the defensive ends. McNeil is lining up at nose tackle. Pratt and Turner are the outside linebackers. Oluokun is the middle linebacker. Woolen and Still are the cornerbacks. Petrie and Hamilton are the safeties. Diggs at nickelback. 2nd and 13 from the San Diego 22. 8.5 minutes to go. Allen changing the play at the line. Allen on a delayed draw. He's to the 25, finally brought down at the 27, a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. 3 wide receivers set. Higgins and Hill on the left, Lockett lined up on the right. Allen in the pistol, back to pass. Drifts to his right, throws over the middle, but it's picked off by Oluokun, and it is being reviewed. And the play stands as Foyesade Oluokun is credited with an interception, and Denver will get the ball at the San Diego 38. So both teams have turned the ball over once. Both quarterbacks have thrown interceptions. 1st and 10 Denver at the San Diego 38. Smith moves back into the pistol. Henry the lone running back, 2 tight end formation. Smith, quick throw near side to Pittman. Tackled immediately near the San Diego 26. Automatic 1st down. First and 10, halfway through the first quarter. Smith looking to pass. Has time over the middle, right through the hands of the tight end Brock Bowers. Stops the clock with 6:52. And I'll bring up 2nd and 10. Smith forced to scramble. He's to the 20. Finally brought down at the 18. A pickup of 8 yards. I'll bring up 3rd and 2. Need to reach the San Diego 16 for the first down. 3 wide receivers set. San Diego only rushing 3. Over the middle, completes to Bowers near the 10. And he picks up the first down. They mark him down at the 11. Second trip inside the red zone for Denver. They had to settle for a field goal their last trip. We haven't seen much of Derrick Henry, only 2 carries so far. Up, we say his name, and there he is as he gets the handoff off tackle right. A pickup of 2. He stopped at the 9. Nearing the 5-minute mark. 2nd and 8. Give is to Henry. Up the middle, near the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. And the Gold takes the lead here late in the first quarter. Derrick Henry with a 9-yard touchdown run. McLaughlin on for the point after attempt. Up and good. So with 4:43 left in the first quarter, the 6th-seeded Denver Gold has taken a 10-7 lead. Getting a little bit quiet here at Victory Park as San Diego Fleet fans find their team down 10-7. Derrick Henry scoring a touchdown. That's his 94th in his career. If he reaches 170 yards tonight, he will reach the 8,000-yard mark for his career. Only 10 players in WFL history have ran for more than 8,000 yards. Mike Evans will be another player to watch for the Denver Gold. He currently sits at 680 receptions, 9,796 yards, and 79 touchdowns. So if he gets 204 yards receiving, he will reach 10,000 for his career. And if he gets 1 touchdown, he will reach 80. So a couple of players to watch achieving some big milestones in their career. Nixon back to return. McLaughlin's kick. And he will not be able to return that one. San Diego will start at their own 25. San Diego comes out in a 2 running back, 2 wide receivers set. Allen operating from the gun. Hands off to Najee Harris. Up the left side. Gets near the 28 and brought down by Alocon. They'll bring up 2nd and 7. San Diego moves to a 3 wide receiver set this time. Allen to pass. Looking, has time. He's going deep for Lockett at the 40. He's inside Denver territory. Finally brought down at the Denver 33, a gain of 39. And the Fleet, just like that, have flipped the field. Offensive line giving Allen plenty of time to throw there. 1st and 10 from the Denver 33. Allen checks down to Harris. To the 30, near the 25. He's whipped down by Pratt. They're going to mark him down at the 28. 5-yard pickup. Second and 5. Back to pass. Allen. Screen pass to Harris. He's at the 20, bounces out to the 15, and he's tackled by Hamilton. He picks up the 1st down. First trip inside the red zone tonight. 2.5 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. The Fleet trail by 3. San Diego lines up in an I formation. Handoff Harris. Left side of the line. Stopped near the 13. A pickup of 4. They'll go 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. No tight end in the game. Back into the I formation. Allen's going to pass over the middle to Lockett inside the 5. Hamilton makes the touchdown saving tackle at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, San Diego. Less than a minute and a half to go here in the 1st quarter. Split pro set backfield behind Allen. Give us to Harris. Up the middle. Is he in? No, they say he's down at the 2. Thought for a moment he might have stretched over there, but he said knee. The referee, Sean Smith, said knee down at the 2. I think we've run the last play of the 1st quarter. Let's see. Will San Diego get another playoff here? Nope, they will not get a playoff. So into the 1st quarter in the Denver Gold with a 10-7 lead. You're watching the divisional playoffs of the WFL exclusively on the Replay Sports Channel. Quarter number 2 begins. With San Diego 2nd and goal. Ball at the Denver 2. I formation. Lupke and Harris are the running backs. You're going to do a jet sweep to Tyreek Hill. Did he get in? No. He is stopped by multiple Denver defenders. They tried a little trickeration there, but the defensive line held. 3rd and goal. Head coach David Shaw and the San Diego offensive coordinator trying to come up with a play that will result in a touchdown. I formation behind Josh Allen. Will he call his number this time? Throws over the middle to Higgins. He catches, he holds on, touchdown. And San Diego retakes the lead on a 2-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen to T. Higgins. Nick Folk on for the extra point. Kick is up and good with 14:10 left to go in the second quarter. San Diego retakes the lead 14-10. Earlier today, New Jersey Hitmen defeated the St. Louis Battlehawks 34-14. So in the American Conference, we know it'll be New Jersey at Chicago next Sunday. Birmingham won their game yesterday. They are awaiting the winner of this contest. DJ Dallas back to receive the kickoff from Nick Folk. Kick's going to be a touchback, and Denver will start at their own 25. Some players to keep an eye on from this game. We've highlighted some of them already. Geno Smith threw for 34,994 yards this season, threw for 22 touchdowns, a 70% completion percentage. Derrick Henry, what have we not said about him? Over 1,500 rushing yards, 14 touchdowns. He was the WFL rushing champion as his 3rd rushing title in his career. Mike Evans, 62 catches, 825 yards, 6 touchdowns, and of course Chase McLaughlin. Key members of that Denver Gold team, and if they'd been in any other division, they might have been near the top for the division title, but they're in the same division of Arizona, Las Vegas, and San Diego. All 3 teams finishing the season 10-4. San Diego winning on the tiebreaker, the division title. Lining up under center, handoff to Bowers, jet sweep, penalty flag as no gain. He was tackled by Clemens, and Clemens got there a little early, so defensive encroachment, which is accepted by Denver. That'll move the ball to the Denver 30 and bring up 1st and 5. So both offensive coordinators going into their trick bags a little early tonight. Smith lining up under center. Calling out the play. Handoff to Henry, and he can only get a yard, and that's it. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. 3 wide receivers set. Evans and Pittman on the left, Tillman lining up on the right. Smith will pass over the middle, deflected by Levante David, who was helping cover Pittman along with Reed. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. Smith back into the shotgun, 2 tight end formation. 2 wide receivers, Henry the lone running back. Smith to pass. Connects with Bowers at the 40. He's got the 1st down. Tackled immediately by Sainstrill. Pickup of 10. Fresh set of downs for the Gold. Smith to pass on first down. Penalty flag flies. Pass falls incomplete. Intended for Bowers. Sean Smith informs us penalty was holding on the offense on the left guard Allegretti, so they'll move the ball back to the Denver 31. Fleet lead at 14-10, 12:27 left to go here in the second quarter. 4 wide receiver set, empty backfield behind Smith. Short out to Tillman at the 35. Another penalty flag as he's hit out of bounds. And we have offsetting penalties this time, so we replay the down. Ball's at the Denver 31. 1st and 20. Henry back into the game at running back, 3 wide receivers set. Play action. Toss pass to Henry. He gets to the 35. Make that the 36, a gain of 5. Little shovel pass there by Geno Smith. It'll bring up 2nd and 15. Ball the Denver 36. Smith barking out the signals. Smith calls his own number, but he is hit in the backfield by Barnett. Now bring up 3rd and 17. They need to get just inside the San Diego half of the midfield. Smith drifts to his right, throws downfield, attempting to throw to Evans, but it's incomplete. And it'll bring out the punting unit. Thomas Morstead will punt it away to Washington. Punt is away. And Washington good hang time by Morstead. As Washington to the 15 and finally tackled there at the 15. 10:45 left in the second quarter. Make sure to stay with us at halftime. Again, a recap of the St. Louis, New Jersey game from earlier today and a recap of our first half here. Some key players to watch for San Diego. Josh Allen, great season by him. 3,282 yards, 25 touchdown, a quarterback rating of 103.6. Najee Harris, the main ground weapon, 653 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, 67 catches, 719 yards, 7 touchdowns. And Nick Folk, perfect on extra points, 28 of 30 on field goals, and he has made one from 60 yards. First and 10, starting from their own 15. The Fleet lead by 4. Allen working out of the pistol. Back to pass, in trouble, forced to scramble, gets out to about the 18 before finally being spun down. Allen is a threat to run if need be. They'll bring up 2nd and 7. Allen lines up under center, 3 wide receivers set. Higgins and Hill to the left, Lockett to the right. Handoff to Harris, left side of the line. He gets to the 20, cuts back inside to the 25, finally tackled at the 28. A pickup of 10, San Diego first down. pro set formation. Allen from the pistol. He's going to pass. Quick toss to Hawkinson inside the 35. And he reaches for the first down. It looks like he got it. But Denver head coach Kevin Stefanski is going to throw his red challenge flag. And that will force referee Sean Smith to grab for the iPad from the nearest sideline. And he will confer with instant replay officials in the commissioner's office in New York. And let's see what referee Sean Smith has found out. So the first down call stands. Denver loses his timeout. Now it's 9:09 left to go in the second quarter. Fresh set of downs for San Diego. They're at their own 38. Allen working from the gun. Denver with just 2 down linemen. Allen back to pass. Throws a screen for Lupke, but it's a little bit too far ahead of him, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Three wide receivers set. Lone running back is Harris. Back to pass. Screen to Harris. Gets near the 35, out to the 46. A pickup of 8. Now bring up 3rd and short. Harris, 3 receptions for 24 yards today. 3rd and 2. Needs to get to the San Diego 48 for the first down. 2 running back, 2 wide receivers set. Allen in trouble. Needs to run. He's got the first down. He's coming down the sidelines. 40, 30, 20. Finally steps out of bounds. Did the right thing because Kyle Hamilton was coming like a missile. Josh Allen picks up 35 yards on the quarterback scramble. And they're going to mark the ball at the Denver 19. Just inside the red zone. I told you that man can run. He knows how to run. 1st and 10. 8:03 to go until halftime. Back to pass. Allen with time. Looking. Fires into the end zone. Intended for Hawkinson, but tipped away at the last moment by Hamilton. Halfway through the second quarter, clock stops 7:20. Three wide receivers set. Harris, the lone running back. Allen back to pass. Looking near side for Lupke. Incomplete. Lupke was lined up as a tight end on that play. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Allen with time. Denver rushing 3. He's going to throw near sideline for Higgins. Incomplete. He's on that near sideline, covered very good by Rick Woolen. So that'll bring out the field goal unit. Nick Folk will attempt a 35-yard attempt to extend San Diego's lead. Snap, hold, kick on its way. And it's good. 7:04 left to go in the second quarter. The Fleet lead at 17-10. The winner of this game will play the Birmingham Americans next Sunday. If Denver wins, Denver will travel to Birmingham. If San Diego wins, San Diego will stay right here to host the Birmingham Americans. Birmingham defeated Arizona yesterday 30-14. And one of these teams is looking forward to being in that conference championship next Sunday. And the kickoff by Folk is heading out of bounds, so that'll be a penalty flag. And Denver will get the ball in great field position at their own 40. Two tight end formation for Denver as they start their next drive. Smith working out of the gun, back to pass. Over the middle, completes to Fan at midfield. Gets away from one man, finally tackled at the San Diego 44, a pickup of 16. Denver goes to a 3-wide receiver set. Going to pass on first down. Over the middle, intended for Evans, incomplete. Evans is yet to record a catch. And that pass was a little bit ahead of Evans there. Brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 6:13 left to go in the first half. Snap. Pitch right to Henry. Off the right end, he gets to the 40. Tackled at the 37, a pickup of 7 yards. Henry's carried the ball now 7 times for 27 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. The Gold trail by a touchdown. Denver back into the 2 tight end formation. Henry the lone running back. And San Diego, Levante David will call the timeout. They want to make sure they have the right defensive formation on this crucial 3rd and 3. Clock stops with 5:46. Both teams have 2 timeouts left in the first half. Smith surveys the defense. Back to pass. Over the middle, completes it to Bowers near the 25. He has the first down. Brock Bowers, 4 catches for 41 yards tonight. And Denver's drive continues. Smith with time. Firing down the far sideline for Evans. Too high, incomplete. Even if Evans was climbing on top of somebody else, he could not have reached that one. Clock stops with 4:58. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Handoff to Henry into the left side of the line. He's to the 25, near the 20. Brought down at the 22, pickup of 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Ball's placed on the far hash mark. Smith calling out the signals. Pressure coming from the left side. He gets rid of the ball to Bowers near the 10. He picks up the first down. Bowers continuing to be the safety valve for Smith. Ball be placed at the San Diego 12. First and 10. Smith looking over the middle, and I think that was batted away at the line. We have an injured Denver player, and it's the center, Cam Jurgens. He is heading to the sideline, and Wattenberg's going to come in at center. Wattenberg will take a couple of practice snaps with Geno Smith just to make sure, you're down there near the end zone. It's definitely something you don't want to have issues with. Smith on the night, 9 of 17, 95 yards. Did have the one interception on the game's second play that ended up with the Humphrey 50-yard pick six that put the Fleet up early. They're checking Jurgens out. Looks like he'll be back. Second and 10, ball at the San Diego 12. Handoff to Henry, stutter step up the middle, inside the 10, and brought down at the 9. Jurgens comes right back in. Wattenberg goes back to the sideline. Third and 7. Coming up for the Denver Gold. Pressure coming up the middle. Smith checks down to Bowers at the 5, into the end zone, touchdown, Bowers. And Denver is just an extra point away from tying this game. San Diego was blitzing 3 linebackers, but the line picked it up. And Smith was able to go through his progressions there, found Bowers, and then Bowers had the blocking escort for him to go into the end zone for the touchdown. McLaughlin on for the point after to tie the game. And it's just over the crossbar, but it's good. So with 2:39 left to go before halftime, we have a tie game here in our last divisional playoff game of the 2025 season. And Morstead's kick is out of bounds. Morstead handling the kickoff duties tonight, and he will be flagged, and San Diego will get great field position. They'll start at their own 40 with 2:39 left to go until halftime. Allen changing the call at the line. Give is to Harris up the middle. He's past the 40 to the 45, finally brought down at the 48. Second and 2. They're going to try to get one more play off before the 2-minute warning. And they do. Screen pass to Harris. He's to midfield, and he's going to be short of the first down. 2-minute warning, 1:59 left to go. We are tied at 17. So glad you could join us here on the Replay Sports channel. Make sure to hit like and subscribe so you can get updates on when games are coming up. And again, feel free to also give some comments too. So if you're watching for the first time, what is this? You're asking. This is the WFL. The WFL utilizes real NFL players and the advanced simulation capabilities of DK Sports Action PC Football. The WFL strives to create a thrilling, strategic, and statistically rich football environment that balances realism with innovation. So after the 2-minute warning, San Diego has the ball at midfield. Game is tied 17-all. San Diego will get the ball to start the second half. They would like to score here and go in with the lead at halftime. Allen. Draw play to Lupke. The fullback getting a rare carry here as he picks up the first down. Pick up a 3. Allen hurrying him up to the line. Changing the play. On an audible here. Back to pass. Blitz up the middle. Going down the sideline for Hill. And this one's coming back. Higgins will be called for illegal motion, so that's going to move San Diego back to their own 48. Clock stops with 1:28 left to go. Four linebackers into the game for Denver, 3 defensive linemen. Allen checks out to Hill at near 50. He steps out of bounds at the Denver 48. 1:25 to go. Allen, 9 of 14 for 89 yards. Throws near side to Lockett. Gets to the 45. Tackled there. Wasn't able to get out of bounds. Allen hustles San Diego to the line. Still has 2 timeouts in his pocket if he needs them. Pressure coming. He gets rid of the ball as he's hit. Pass for Higgins incomplete. Sebastian Joseph Day gave him a lick there. 51 seconds left. 4th and 7. Head coach David Shaw making a decision here. He's going to send out the punting unit. And this one's going to be angled toward the sideline. And Hecker puts that one out at the Denver 4. So Johnny Hecker, veteran punter, does a terrific job for San Diego. The good old coffin corner kick. Clock stops with 45 seconds. Denver has 2 timeouts remaining. And we'll see what Denver does here with 45 seconds and their backs near their own goal line. They'll line up in a 2 tight end formation. Henry, the lone running back. Handoff to Henry up the middle. He gets near the 8-yard line and then down to the 11. Clock continues to run. 2nd and 3. Handoff to Henry. I'm wondering if they're just content to let the clock run out and be tied at 17. Henry picks up the first down. And the seconds continue to tick on. And Denver will let the clock run out. So both teams head to their dressing rooms, tied at 17. San Diego will receive the kick to start the second half. Welcome back to Victory Park in San Diego. It's halftime, tied game between the Denver Gold and the San Diego Fleet. As we review the first half, Denver with 199 yards of net offense, San Diego with 164. Both teams have scored on their trips inside the red zone. Denver's been there 3 times, San Diego twice. Third down conversions, Denver 6 of 8, San Diego 3 of 6. Time of possession, slight edge to Denver, 17 minutes 41 seconds, 12 minutes 19 seconds for San Diego. Both teams have turned the ball over once. Both of them were very critical in leading to scores. Of course, the first one for second play of the game, Smith's interception picked off by Marlon Humphrey, who returned it 50 yards for a touchdown. And then, of course, Josh Allen's pick led to Denver points. Relatively few penalties in the first half, 3 for both teams. We'll take a look at player statistics. Derrick Henry, just 11 carries for 45 yards so far. Geno Smith, 10 of 18 for 104 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Brock Bowers, 6 catches for 60 yards. San Diego, Josh Allen, 10 of 16, 93 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Najee Harris, 5 carries for 28 yards. He's also the team's leading receiver, 4 catches for 26 yards. Earlier in the day, out in New Jersey, Falcon Core Park, the New Jersey Hitmen took care of the St. Louis Battlehawks 34-14. Tua Tagovailoa returned to active play after suffering the turf toe injury several weeks ago, but not the day he would have wanted. 24 of 50, 226 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 3 sacks. Ramondre Stevenson limited to just 34 yards rushing, but he did have 15 catches in that game. New Jersey's defense really tightened the screws on the receivers. Tua had to check down a lot to the running back. Justin Herbert, 14 completions, 24 attempts, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns. The most valuable player of that game, Joe Mixon, the running back, 31 carries, 114 yards, 1 touchdown. He also had 7 catches for 54 yards. And then Stevenson for New Jersey, a 37-yard interception return for the touchdown early in the third quarter. That was really kind of the beginning of the end for St. Louis, and it ends a 3-year streak of appearances in the conference championship for the Battlehawks. So this will be the first time in 3 years that they do not appear in a conference championship. So congratulations to New Jersey. They will be heading to the Windy City next week to take on the Chicago Fire. Once we know the winner of this game, we will have the schedule for you of the games and the times for next Sunday, and we'll post those on our YouTube channel. Both teams are back out for the second half. San Diego will start things off with the ball. 30 minutes, maybe overtime, to decide who gets to move on to the conference championship and play the Birmingham Americans. Nixon takes it from his 1, has an opening to the 20, finds a hole in the 30, finally brought down at the 35. San Diego sets up shop at their own 35-yard line. San Diego trying to advance past the divisional playoff for the first time in quite a while. We'll develop that story a little bit later. Allen working out of the gun, drifts to his right, throws downfield, incomplete. Only wide receiver that I think was nearby was T. Higgins. Again, T. Higgins playing in the place of DK Metcalf, ankle injury, not available to play today. 2nd and 10. Allen in the gun, flanked by his 2 running backs. Has time. Drift to his right again. Throwing downfield, looking for Harris. Incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Allen not off to a good start here. Passing. Needs to get to the San Diego 45 for the 1st down. Pressure up the middle. Picked up. Throws to Higgins. Complete near side. Knocked out of bounds. Picks up 13. 1st and 10, San Diego. Back to pass. Looking to throw one to Hill, but still batted it up at the last moment. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Ball near midfield. Again, warm day here in San Diego. 75 degrees clear, no wind. Early January in San Diego. Pass over the middle for Hill. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. Allen coming out struggling here in the 2nd half. 3 wide receivers set. Higgins and Hill line up on the left side. Lockett on the right. Pass near side. Looking for Lockett. Incomplete. We have an injured player. Denver, Joseph Day, being helped to the sideline. 4th and 10. And San Diego sends out the punting unit. Johnny Hecker to punt it away to DJ Dallas. High snap over Hecker's head, and Miners will cover it up. So a special teams error for San Diego, and that will allow Denver to get the ball at the San Diego 39. Clock stops at 13:21. Denver with excellent starting field position for their first drive of the 2nd half. Denver looking to pull off a 2nd upset. They knocked off Las Vegas last week. Looking to do the same here in San Diego this week. Pressure coming from the left side. He's hit as he throws, and it drops into the arms of Levante David, but we have a flag on the play, and I'm afraid that interception is not going to count. Allen is going to be called for roughing the passer. Driving him into the ground will move the ball to the San Diego 24. 1st and 10. Allen just cannot believe he got called for that. David could not ask for an easier interception. So the drive for Denver will continue from the San Diego 24. Smith to throw, pressure up the middle, into the end zone. Incomplete. Tipped it away at the last moment by Williams. Intended for Bowers. Bring up 2nd and 10. Smith drifts to his right. Connects with Bowers. He's to the 20. Cuts outside and finally brought down at the 18. A pickup of 6. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Denver in their 3 wide receiver set. Henry in the backfield. Toss to Bowers inside the 10. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 9. First and goal, Denver. 8 catches on the day for Bowers. 75 yards and a touchdown. Two tight end formation, 2 wide receivers. Henry the lone running back on first and goal. Henry gets the handoff to the 5. They'll mark him down at the 6. Second and goal. Henry up the middle. Stopped at the 5, just a pickup of 1. They're using Henry on a lot of short yardage situations here tonight. Third and goal. Fans in that end of the end zone trying to make noise to help their defense. Working out of the pistol. Smith throws quickly into the end zone for Henry, but it's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he'll send out Chase McLaughlin for a short 22-yard field goal attempt. This will give Denver the lead. Snap. Kick in the air. Good. And with 10:05 left to go, third quarter, a special teams error on San Diego helps give Denver the lead again. They lead at 20-17. Denver has their first lead since late in the first quarter. As Morstead prepares to kick it away. Into the end zone, touchback. First postseason meeting between the Gold and the Fleet. San Diego leads the all-time series 7-3. Of course, we mentioned this in the beginning. These two teams met twice this season. Their last meeting was week 11. San Diego won in a shootout, 44-34. Josh Allen, 18 of 27, 252 yards, 2 touchdowns passing, and 2 touchdowns rushing. Derrick Henry in that game, 19 carries, 223 yards, 2 touchdowns. And again, the key play was there were 45 seconds left until halftime. Marlon Humphrey with that 17-yard pick six that put San Diego ahead 31-13 at the half. San Diego trailing by 3. Number 1 seed in the National Conference. Allen to throw on first down. High throw. Hill can't come up with it. Incomplete. Allen has come into the second half just off. Second and 10. Three wide receiver set. Allen to throw. Checks down to Hill near the 30. Brought down at the 29. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Denver in a dime package. Allen back to pass, throws near side to Lockett at the 35. They'll mark him at the 36. It's still good enough for a first down. Under 10 minutes to go, third quarter. Denver leads at 20-17. Allen to throw. Higgins has it, but then can't hold on to it. Incomplete. Blitz picked up. He throws downfield, and it's picked off by Still. He's got the ball. He's across the 50, still on his feet. 40, 30, finally wrestled down at the 21. Second interception of the day thrown by Josh Allen. And again, that sense of unease drifting across the crowd here at Victory Park. Denver will start at the San Diego 21. 8:23 to go here, third quarter. Looking to extend their lead. Allen threw deep, and I mean, the receiver was double covered. Blitz up the middle. Smith gets rid of the pass in time. There is a penalty flag. This could be another roughing the passer. Yep. Jones was the guilty party. He's trying to plead his case to the referee, Sean Smith, but to no avail. First and goal, Denver. And it feels like it's coming apart here for San Diego. First and goal, ball at the San Diego 8-yard line. Smith changing the play at the line. Trying to go up by 10 here. Smith, hit, fumble. And it's picked up by San Diego. Chris Jones has the ball. And San Diego has averted a disaster. So Smith got hit by Levante David, pops the ball loose, and Chris Jones was Johnny on the spot. 8:10 left to go here in quarter number 3. Allen changing the call at the line. Delay draw to Harris. He's to the 10, near the 15. Whipped down at the 17. Bring up 2nd and 5. I formation behind Allen. Pitch left to Harris. Into the line. He's got the first down at the 20. Cuts inside the 25. Finally stopped at the 31. A pickup of 14. Halfway through the third quarter. Denver leads it by 3. Both teams have turned the ball over twice in this game. Allen looking to throw downfield, and Woolen dives and makes the catch. Allen is picked off for the 3rd time tonight. Rip Woolen makes the interception, and Denver will get the ball at their own 42. 6:33 left to go, third quarter. Denver, 2 tight end formation. Henry, the lone running back. Delay draw to Henry, up the middle, 45, 50, look out, 40, 30. Finally pulled down at the 19 of San Diego, a 39-yard run. Henry on the night, 14 carries, 88 yards. San Diego on their heels. Smith to pass. Over the middle, deflected by Williams, couldn't hold on to it, and it falls incomplete. Clock stops with 5:36. Denver in a 3 wide receiver set. Smith calling out the signals. Going to hand the ball off to Henry. Stutter step up the 15. Tackled there, bringing up 3rd and 6. $92 yards in the game for Henry. Ball at the San Diego 15. Quick toss to Bowers. He catches it at the 5. Tackled at the 7. 1st and goal, Denver. Smith will line up under center. Handoff Henry into the left side of the line. Stopped at the 5. Clock continues to run. San Diego needs a stop here. Handoff Henry near the end zone, and they're going to mark him down at the 1. 3rd and goal. Ball resting at the San Diego 1. The Fleet needing to make a goal line stand here. Smith lines up under center. Handoff to Henry. He's going to try to sweep right and goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Or did he get in? No, says Sean Smith. Runner was down. Ball did not cross the plane, so it is 4th and goal. And what will be the call of Denver here? They're going to leave the offense in. Kevin Stefanski, this close to the goal line, is going to go for it. Will Smith run a keeper, or you give it to Henry here? We'll give to Henry. Pounds it into the end zone. Is he in? No. He is stopped short of the goal line by Levante David. I mean, that close. And the San Diego defense closes the door once again on the Denver offense. The San Diego defense has rescued Josh Allen twice now. They'll start at their own 1. .242 left to go, 3rd quarter. 2 opportunities to score, and Denver's unable to come away with anything. Ooh, a tricky pass to Lepke, and he's tackled at the 2. Oh man, that's very, oof, very gutsy call there. 2nd and 8. Allen's going to throw. He's checked down to Lepke again. Gets near the 5. He'll be tackled at the 6. Under 2 minutes to go. 3rd and 5. Allen back to pass. Shovel pass to Harris. Gets to the 10. They'll mark him at the 9, so it's going to be short of the first down. 4th and 2, and Johnny Hecker's got a tricky punt here. Limmer whistled one over his head a little while ago. Dallas has an opportunity to get Denver in some good field position here. Hecker does get this one away. Dallas from his own 40. Finally brought down at the Denver 43. 29 seconds left to go. And Denver brings the offense out again. They got within shouting distance of scoring twice, and they were turned away both times. They still only lead by 3. Smith steps back into the shotgun. Has time. Throws to Bowers near side. Little shy of the first down. That's his 10th catch of the night for 93 yards. And that could be the final play of the third quarter. And Denver will let the clock run out. 1 quarter to go. Denver with a 20-17 lead. One team, the dream will continue. The other team, the dream ends here. We'll find out together next on the Replay Sports Channel.
This telecast is copyrighted by the WFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the WFL's consent is prohibited.
Fourth quarter here in San Diego, in what has been a close game. Denver facing 2nd and inches, ball at the San Diego 47. Smith will line up under center. Give to Pollard his first carry of the day. He did not pick up the first down, but Kevin Stefanski will use his challenge flag. He wants referee Sean Smith to take a look at this. And let's see what he finds out. And did not pick up the first down. Derrick Henry on the sideline getting a few extra moments to rest. Pollard still in the game at running back. 3rd and inches. Smith up under center. He's going to pass. Checks down to Pollard. He's got the first down. Pickup of 5. Back to pass. Smith to Bowers. Bowers with his 11th catch in this game. Again, just short of the first down. Henry checks back into the game at running back. Smith to throw downfield. Bowers has it at the 5, and he's into the end zone, touchdown. And Denver, a point after away from going up by 10. And McLaughlin's point after is up and good. So with 13:23 left, Denver edging closer to pulling off another upset. Denver, coming into today's game as the 6th seed, would be the first 6th seed since Toronto in 2018 to advance to a conference championship. Toronto defeated Tampa Bay 25-23 in the Eastern Conference Championship. And Denver would advance to their first conference championship since 2017 if they manage to hold on and win. Still a lot of game left to play here. As Morstead prepares to kick off to Nixon. And it's touchback. And San Diego will start from their own 25. Josh Allen, a good first half, but has had a terrible second half. 15 of 30, 122 yards, 3 interceptions in this game. He'll pass on first down. Over the middle. Looking for Higgins, but it's tipped away at the last moment by Woolen. Brings up 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. Picked up. Throws. Completes it to Lockett near the 40. And he's brought down at the 44, a pickup of 19. Denver was bringing the house on that one. Ball be placed at the San Diego 44. I don't think they've got past the 50 so far in the second half. Give to Harris. 45. Brought down at the 47. Pickup of 3. Harris just 9 carries for 53 yards. 4 wide receivers set in for San Diego. Higgins and Hill to the left, Lockett and Tolbert to the right. Throws downfield, intended for Hill, but he's double covered. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. I wonder if San Diego's in that territory where you kind of think about going for it on 4th down. Allen looking, checks down to Harris near midfield. He gets into Denver territory, a pickup of 5. He'll be brought down at the Denver 48. 4th and 2. Head coach David Shaw, what do you do here? And they are going to go for it. Need to get to the Denver 46. Trailing by 10. Allen lines up under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Harris. And he's going to be stopped. A loss of 1. He's tackled by Petrie, and Denver's defense holds. And Denver will get the ball on a turnover on downs. 11:01 left to go in the 4th quarter. Denver starting from their own 49. Play action. Smith checks down to Henry. Gets into San Diego territory, a pickup of 3. Henry's first catch of the night. I still don't think Evans has caught a pass. 2nd and 7. Smith pitches left to Henry. 1 yard gain, and that gives Derrick Henry officially 100 yards rushing. 20 carries, 100 yards, and 1 touchdown. Can he get 70 yards before the end of the game? Again, he needed 170 today to reach 8,000 for his career. Smith sets up in the gun on 3rd and 6. Over the middle, completes to Bowers. 35, finally brought down at the 34. 13th catch of the night for Brock Bowers. And Brock Bowers is getting into record-setting territory here. Needs 2 more receptions to tie the record for most receptions in a playoff game. First and 10, under 10 minutes to go. Denver looking to pull off back-to-back upsets against their West Division opponents. Bowers again. Brock Bowers with 155 yards receiving. He is 1 catch away from tying a playoff record. 2nd and 3, ball at the San Diego 27. Give to Henry. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now bring up 3rd and 4. Bowers has just owned that one-on-one versus Williams today. That matchup has just been one-sided. Going to try to show the replay there, but nope, not going to work. 3rd and 4, 2 tight end formation. Smith under center. The give to Henry. Off tackle left, he's to the 20. Finally brought down at the 16. Pickup of 12, 1st down, Denver. Nearing the halfway point of the 4th quarter. And a look at that San Diego sideline tells it all. Dejection. Hand off Henry. Gets near the 11. Nope, they'll mark him at the 13. Pickup of 3. Clock continues to run. 2nd and 7. Off tackle left, Henry 10, 5. And finally stopped after a pickup of 6. 3rd and 1. Denver looking to shut the door on the San Diego fleet. Give to Henry, sweep right. He's going to be hit by David at the 8. They'll bring up 4th and 2. And Kevin Stefanski will send out the kicking unit. This will be from about 24 yards, it looks like. And it's a good kick. And Denver with a 30-17 lead, and there's less than 5 minutes to go. And Denver Gold fans, You might be packing your bags and heading to Birmingham next week. Morstead's kickoff sails through the end zone. Josh Allen with a lot of work to do here with 4:57 left in this one. Pass intended for Higgins, incomplete. Head coach David Shaw, hired this year from Stanford, helped lead this team to their first division title in 4 years. Helped bring in a new attitude to this team. And winning the division, holding their own against Arizona, sweeping Las Vegas. And for it to end like this, got to be disheartening. 2nd and 10. Allen back to pass. Over the middle for Harris, incomplete. And of course the questions and the talk radio comments about Josh Allen in the big game and the big moment. Those will unfortunately continue. 3rd and 10. 4 wide receivers set. Back to pass. Safety blitz coming. Checks down to Lockett, and it's going to be short of the first down. 4th and 6 coming up, and David Shaw is going to send his punting unit out. Dallas with a short return, ball be at the Denver 26. 4:02 left in this one. Denver, who before this year was based in Mexico as the Aztecs, last went to a conference championship in 2017. This will be their first conference championship as the Denver Gold. Kevin Stefanski also had to face the questions about getting past the division playoff round. Pollard into the game at running back. He'll be hit immediately behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run. Under 4 minutes left to play. Back-to-back upsets by Denver. Pollard will take the pitch left. And he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Third and 11 from the Denver 25. Smith back to pass. Short pass down to Pollard, only a pickup of 1. And it'll bring up 4th down. Birmingham has only played Denver 3 times. Well, they were Mexico City up until this year. Birmingham is 2-1 against them. Last time they played each other was back in 2022. They've never played each other in the postseason. It's one thing I've noticed this year. A lot of these postseason matchups have been between teams who've never faced one another in the postseason. Can't remember a time when we've had that before. Morstead gets the punt away. And Washington with some room to run, finally brought down at the San Diego 42. Make sure to stick around after the game. We're going to have the Replay Sports Channel Player of the Game and a look ahead to Conference Championship Sunday next week. We know it's going to be New Jersey at Chicago, and right now it's looking to be Denver at Birmingham. We'll have the times of those games hopefully for you before we sign off. 2:10 left to go. San Diego in a 4 wide receiver set. Allen working out of the gun. Back to pass. Allen in trouble. Forced to scramble to the 45-50 into Denver territory. Finally spun down at the Denver 30. And that'll be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Two-minute warning. And Denver Gold players on the sideline beginning to celebrate. And on that San Diego sideline, much different story. Win the division, win the #1 seed, and it all come crashing down here. Allen back to pass, has to check down to Harris near the 25. And he does manage to get out of bounds. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 28. 1:54 left to go. San Diego has all 3 other timeouts remaining. Blitz coming. Allen trying to throw to Lockett, but it's incomplete. Denver was bringing 4 blitzers on that one. 3rd and 8 coming up. The changes the Denver defense made in the second half to take on Josh Allen really has made a difference. He checks down to Harris, who steps out of bounds at the 24, stops the clock with 1:41. 4th and 4. Could be the last play for San Diego and their season. Pressure coming from the right. Back to pass. Throws to Lockett, complete. Picks up the needed yardage. 1st and 10. Clock continues to run. Ball at the Denver 20. Needs to aim for the end zone here. Forced to scramble. 10, 5. Stiffs arms a tackler as he goes into the end zone. Hold on a moment. San Diego may not be done. Allen with a 20-yard touchdown run. And a point after attempt can put them within a touchdown. Nick Folk puts it through with 57 seconds left. The Fleet still have a chance. Onside kick coming. Denver has the hands team up front and ready. Special teams coordinator giving some final instructions to his players. Nick Folk tees the ball up at an awkward angle to get that bounce. And hold it up long enough in the air so the players can catch it. Here we go. Folk kicked it and it went a little too far. Slater will recover it at the 48 for Denver. San Diego still has all their 3 timeouts. Derrick Henry checks back into the game for Denver. He'll get the handoff. Up the middle. Stop near the San Diego 45. Clock continues to run. San Diego choosing not to use a timeout here. Henry gets the handoff again. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And I think San Diego's going to let this one run out. And the clock shows triple zeros as the Denver Gold pulls off another upset. They defeat the San Diego Fleet by a score of 30-24. Player of the game, Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers finishes the game with 14 catches, 155 yards, 2 touchdowns. So the rookie tight end, 1 catch shy of tying the WFL playoff record for receptions. Denver will travel to Birmingham next week, and the way I think it'll work out, Denver at Birmingham will be the early game. New Jersey at Chicago will be the late game. We'll post that officially up on the YouTube channel. Again, speaking of YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being with us. It's been an exciting divisional playoff round. 2 games to go to decide the 2 teams who will meet in our league title game, the Pantheon Bowl. This has been Glenn Walker. Thanking you so much for joining us. Have a great day.